Hi guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to this fantasy all British Wrestlemania past and present Supercard video. As we saw on Money in the Bank, John Cena making a big, massive, bold statement saying that we in the UK, if we are loud enough and literally put pressure on WWE, we could have a WrestleMania here in the UK in the near future. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be possible, but it's something that we can certainly dream about. And that's what this video is all about. It's about having a bit of fantasy booking and try to put the best of British all into one massive pay-per-view. Well, 2 nights of WrestleMania. Obviously, night 1 we are going to have a look at, as well as night 2. This is going to be a mixture of UK stars from the past and the present, and from all different promotions. So if they wrestle in New Japan, AEW, it doesn't really matter. It's all going to be in the Supercard. So yeah, we are going to look at night 1, and we're going to go straight in hard with a massive ladder match. And we're going to throw quite a few megastars into this ladder match, which it will include Finn Balor, Ridge Holland, Nohan Dar, J.D. McDonough, Nathan Fraser, and Fit Finlay. Yeah, Fit Finlay. We've got 2 big stars in this, and quite a few up-and-coming stars. This should be a quite a fun little match to start WrestleMania here in the UK. Like I said, we are putting past and present stars together. So yeah, there is literally no limit to this. So yeah, I think this is be a good little match to start off with. Obviously, you could throw anybody into this if you are fantasy booking this yourselves. Yeah, well, that's what the whole point of this video really is about. You being able to fantasy book your own WrestleMania with the UK stars of plenty. But this is how I am booking it. So that is the first match. Match number 2, and I mean, I really wish we could have had this, but obviously we can't for obvious reasons. But Gallus versus the British Bulldogs. Wow, this would be flipping brutal. This would be a titanic tag team match. Unfortunately, there's only Gallus really around these days. I believe that British Bulldogs as a tag team are no longer with us. Rest in peace, Davey Boy Smith. And of course, the Dynamite Kid. But yeah, this could be a really good tag team match. Match number 3 on night 1 would be William Regal versus the Anarchist Doug Williams. Doug Williams, to a lot of my American friends, he is or was in TNA Impact for a short time, has wrestled for other promotions as well. William Regan, we all know him back in WWE Creative at this moment in time. But yeah, this would be a good little matchup as well. Quite meshing British style wrestlers. Obviously, come from that Blackpool area of wrestling. It's a very hard hitting, good old British style wrestling there. That could be a really, really good match. Then we go to the females and this all Scottish tag team match, which will see Alba Fire, Hyla Dawn versus Nikki Cross and Piper Niven, or Piper Niven, as I should say. This should be quite a doozy of a tag team match. Some of the biggest stars in WWE at the moment for the female roster anyway. This would be a fun little tag team match. And I kind of feel that we have got a bit of a tag team feel to night 1 of WrestleMania, if I'm being honest. I could probably spread it out into night 2, to be fair, but it is what it is. Because the next match is another tag team match, and it's the Grizzled Young Veterans versus Mustache Mountain. I'm sure we've had this match before in NXT UK or NXT, but we're going to put it on again as the co-main event to night 1 of WrestleMania. And then the main event, and I mean, a lot of you will not know who these two are, but if you're from the UK and you know British wrestling and its foundation of British wrestling, then you certainly know who these two are. The Big Daddy versus the Giant Haystacks. I mean, this is a titanic battle of the behemoths. And yes, certainly would be anybody's main event. Yes, a lot of you will be going, who, what, where, who are these guys? Yeah, but these guys were the staple of British wrestling in the 80s and pretty much give way to the likes of Davey Boy Smith and William Regal, who we get today. Without Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks, British wrestling would have never have been as popular. Maybe wrestling in general wouldn't have been popular here in this country. So yeah, it is a massive thing to have such two giant big names being night one main event. We go to night two, and it's slightly different because we have got loads more singles matches, really. We do start with, though, a tag team match. Night two, we're going to start off with Pretty Deadly versus the Highlanders. Okay, all right. I've got to admit, a lot of you don't know who the Highlanders are. They were a Scottish tag team that came into the WWE. I would like to say Ruthless Aggression era. They didn't really reign that long, as it was pretty much a Highlander gimmick. But yeah, they were here. They were in wrestling, so I am going to include them in here. And obviously they were Scottish as well. So the match number 2, though, is Zack Sabre Jr. versus Pac. I mean, come on, this should be a classic. Pac can bring the high flying. Zack Sabre Jr. with the great mat wrestling. Yeah, I did think about putting in William Regal, to be honest. But hey, if you want to do your own fantasy book and use the comment section below, obviously. But this is the matches that I want to see. Third match on night 2 would be Pete Dunne. Yes, the Bruiserweight, not Butch. Pete Dunne would take on the Gentleman Jack Gallagher. I mean, I don't even know where Gentleman Jack Gallagher is these days. I mean, I know was there that controversy about wrestlers not so long ago, but we're not going to take politics into account here. This would be a fairly decent matchup, both highly regarded UK wrestlers. So we'll keep the politics and all that kind of stuff to a bare minimum. Then we've got a triple threat female match, and yes, we are borrowing from AEW here, as we are going to have, but Paige or Saraya, I don't really care what her name is, we'll keep her as Paige for now. Jamie Hayter and Becky Lynch. This would be quite a good match. Obviously, Paige is not quite at the level as Jamie Hayter or Becky Lynch, but this could be fun. They would carry her in this triple threat. So yeah, I'm down for that. Then we've got Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre, co-main event, a last man standing match. You could have any kind of stipulation for this. You could do it in a cage, or I don't know, Hell in a Cell, last man standing, a 60-minute Iron Man match. You can throw anything at this, to be quite honest with you. But I am going to go for a last man standing match between these two. And night 2's main event. Oh, and this will be a doozy. I do think these two are the cream of the crop when it comes to the UK wrestling of today. And it will be Will Ospreay versus Nick Aldis. This main event is so mouth-watering. These are the biggest names in UK wrestling today. As I believe, you might believe something totally different, but I think these are the biggest stars and deserve the biggest stage. So yeah, that is my night 2 and night 1 of WrestleMania. Obviously, you could rearrange these to whatever you want or like. Maybe you could think up even better matches, I don't know. That is certainly up to you to do in the comment section below. But this is all based on a possible WrestleMania UK, which would be absolutely amazing. I don't know when this will happen or how it's going to happen. Obviously, the UK crowd needs to tone down the swearing if it's going to happen. I mean, obviously, WWE are cringing at the fact that it's meant to be a PG show, guys. The FU Roman chants and Logan Paul's Wazak. I'm trying to keep this PC, by the way, which is hard when you consider them chants at Money in the Bank. Yeah, like I said, use the comment section below. Do if I've missed anybody out who you think deserved to be at a WrestleMania, but got to be realistic, guys. They've got to be English, Scottish, or Welsh. I mean, I could have thrown Tegan Knox into this or Zaya Brookside. I could even put a dad in, Robbie Brookside. But what we will do as well for commentators for night 1 and night 2 is going to be Nigel McGuinness and, of course, Wade Barrett. I mean, obviously, them two are really shit hot on commentary these days. And it would be great. You could even have Lord Halfrey doing the backstage interviews. Yeah, like, honestly, fill your belts, do your own fantasy WrestleMania card. If you want to keep it modern, do a modern day version. You don't have to use the legends like I've done. It's entirely up to you what you create. But yeah, I'm just buzzing on the fact that we could be getting a WrestleMania in the UK in the near future. Really, fingers are crossed that we do get this. And yeah, obviously, wrestling is at its height. I mean, AEW are in the UK, not in the not too distant future as well. So yeah, we will be doing a video on that card when it is finally announced. So yeah, WrestleMania in the UK, where this has been the fantasy all British WrestleMania past and present Supercard video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Please slap a like, comment in the comment section your Supercard, and of course subscribe if you're new. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Until the next time, bye for now.